He sat. He waited. He watched. While Mostert broke through defenses and a chain turned screens into chaos, Jalen stood behind them, helmet on, quiet. 68 carries. That was it. 3 catches. 8 yards. Not enough to make noise. But behind those numbers, something was boiling. You think that time on the sidelines means nothing. Think again. That silence, it wasn't emptiness. It was observation. Absorption. Learning the hard way. Watching Raheem's patience. Studying a chain's cuts. Feeling the speed, the weight, the rawness of the league hit like cold water every day. Now Raheem's gone. The door creaked open, just enough for someone bold enough to push it all the way. And Jalen, he didn't knock. He kicked it down. He came back heavier. Not bloated heavy. Built heavy. Muscle. 6 pounds more than last season. Why? Because he knew. Knew the window's small. Knew there's no safety net. Knew that if he doesn't hit hard, someone else will. And Coach McDaniel? He saw it. No speeches needed. Jalen's body language screamed louder than any locker room speech. That's the thing. You don't get handed roles in this league. You take them. And that's what Jalen's doing. Not with words, not with promises, but with every rep in practice, every block, every route, every ounce of effort. Because last year's running back room, that wasn't a team. That was a war zone. Precision or bust. One step slow. You're out. Jalen was there for it. He felt the edge every day. That's how he learned, not by being told, but by being almost invisible. And now that visibility's creeping in. And the team, the front office, they aren't sleeping either. They reinforced the trenches, brought in James Daniels, drafted Savaiania, added perimeter grit with Westbrook-Ikine and Pharaoh Brown. Why? Not for a shiny offense. For ground and pound. For balance. For right. See, it's not just about replacing Mostert's touches. It's about surviving a season without burning a chain into the ground. The guy had over 280 touches last year. That's punishment. That's a gamble. And it's not sustainable. So who steps in? Not just anyone. It's got to be someone who can hit holes and not hesitate. Someone who can block without flinching. Someone who doesn't vanish after contact. Someone with that downhill edge, but not slow. Jalen's fast. Not just long speed. Twitchy fast. But don't think it's all handed to him now. Alexander Madison's here too. Another name. Another body. Another guy trying to carve his space. And that's good. Wright doesn't want comfort. He wants heat. Wants sweat. Wants that feeling that if you blink, you're out. Because that's how he locked in. And inside that room, no egos. No drama. Wright says it straight. They push each other. They work. Because slacking, that's the quickest way to get left behind. And Jalen's not here to be left behind. He's not speaking loud. He's showing loud. Every movement in OTAs, every decision, every eye contact with McDaniel, it's part of that message. I'm ready. But here's the thing. Readiness isn't enough. This league eats ready alive. Wright has to be undeniable. He has to be the one who, when a chain steps out, nobody breathes. He has to make defenses groan when he lines up. That's the mission. And deep down, he knows it. This is it. This season isn't about potential. It's about proof. Wright's not a maybe anymore. He's a now. And the Dolphins? They need that now more than ever. Because the playoff window, it's open. Barely. And if Wright doesn't hit, it might slam shut before he even gets to break loose. So the question isn't if he can. It's if he will. And soon, the whole league will find out. Because if Jalen Wright is who he thinks he is, this isn't about stepping up. It's about taking over. And that takeover doesn't come with celebration. It comes with grind. The invisible kind. The reps nobody sees. The soreness at 5 a.m. The film sessions where you realize that half step you took last week. That's why the hole closed. That's why the safety got you. That's the level Jalen's living in now. The zone where detail separates relevance from replacement. You think the Dolphins drafted him for 68 quiet carries? No. They saw what most didn't. A runner with explosion bottled up in a body that hadn't even peaked yet. A guy with open field speed but unfinished edges. That edge is sharpening now.